Warning. Stay True Sundaze is an entertainment podcast ran by entertainment professionals. Do not take what we say seriously. Don't even listen if you get offended easily. That being said, if you're brave enough to still be here, then sit down, shut up, and get ready, because it's going to be one hell of a ride. Welcome to Stay True Sundaze, Season 3, Episode 7, your auntie's favorite podcast. And today we have a really special guest. Before we get to the special guest, we have a live studio audience who might like the 49ers. We have Ashley. Ashley, do you want to say hello?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. We also have Raina from the last podcast. Raina, say hello.
Hello again.
Hello again. And we have our podcast our podcast enhancer.
Definitely not an influencer. The opposite. The man in the dark.
It's like more like podcast influenza, actually.
Yeah. Your boy's sick in a good way.
Brayden Dillon.
Not Corona.
And then we have my mom filling in for Angelito. Before we officially introduce you, I have something for you that I think you'll enjoy.
Oh.
Well, not for you. For this podcast for you. That'll make sense.
I hope it's not. Is it something gluten-free?
No.
It's fake.
I think it is.
Real quick, put it right there. Just right
gosh.
for you. For those of you that don't know, everything I do in real estate, I have Erin add American Eagle somehow, way, shape, or form. And everything, and she does very well. So I thought, how fitting. I bought this in the summertime-ish, and yeah, it's very heavy. Pick it up. It's literally like 20 pounds.
Like just
Good.
wow.
Use your arms.
What else would I use?
I don't know. Shit. You never know with you, Erin. Fuck. My God. Anyway, tonight's special guest obviously is Erin, known as Erinthemom, also known as Pablo's wife, also known as my mom's co-boss. Back in the day, right?
Indeed, yeah.
So let's get on to that. How do you know my mom?
From Hopping Your Hot, she was my boss.
Okay, fuck, I forgot to tell you. Dude, so many chromosomes everywhere. Can you speak into the mic, please? It's a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, every time. Thank you.
So I know Crystal from, I don't know, like 11, 12 years ago maybe?
Yeah.
When I started working at Hopping Your Hot, so I was her boss, yeah.
You're her boss?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you didn't introduce her. I got super confused, too, because you were like...
Co-boss.
Co-boss. And then, yeah, I was confused.
I was everybody's boss.
Yeah.
They didn't know it, but
Yeah,
she
you're just
said
a
it, and I
boss.
just was like, yeah, that sounds right.
Yep, I was
I
lost.
walked around like acting like a boss for sure, but I had no actual authority.
None at all?
No.
You just like to act like you did?
Yeah.
Did at any
I was
point,
good at it.
Did you ever try to like reprimand anyone at all? Like low-key,
yeah.
like try to use that, the brass pass?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I would send her out to check people's side work and stuff for me because
Yeah.
I knew that she would do a good job.
Yeah.
Oh, you were the
I
side work-
reprimanded people. I had a kid one time who swept the back chili room. He swept the tile floor like side to side and then brushed all the food onto the carpet that I just vacuumed.
That motherfucker.
And I was like,
right to jail.
dude, get over here.
What the
What
heck?
did you do? And I didn't do that. I was like, you did it.
Dude.
You're going to get the
You did
vacuum.
it.
You're
You
going to
know you
vacuum
did.
it all up. And I made him vacuum it. Yeah.
So he lied about sweeping the...
Yes.
Shoot. Did someone else lie about something like cake or something?
No, yeah.
Crazy.
We can't say names, but
I know.
Can you tell that story?
I mean, I wasn't like really, were you there?
Yeah, oh yeah, I was there.
So
Yeah.
I just, yeah.
So basically,
She can tell the story.
Yeah, basically what happened was there was the big walk-in refrigerator. There was a huge party going on. I think it was somebody's 40th birthday. And this certain person went into the walk-in. The birthday cake was back there. She hit it with like her behind as she went by. The cake fell. So like kind of the way it landed, a corner of it was crushed and like the other corner had hit the cake box.
Oh, so it was like covered in plastic.
It
Like,
had a cake box
lid.
over it.
Okay.
Yeah, it had a cake box over it. Anyways, so the server that was waiting on the party, it's time to serve the cake. She goes in to get the cake, and the cake is like crushed. So it was like this panic mode of, oh my God, what happened? How did that cake get like that?
They dropped in, just put it back like it
Yeah.
didn't happen? Like no
Well,
one would notice?
Here's the thing. There's a camera in the walk-in.
Oh.
So we start asking everybody, what happened? What happened? Nobody's admitting to anything. So the owner goes and rewinds the tape and is like, oh my gosh. So yeah, she got in a little trouble. Now, the people that were having the party, one of the ladies in the party was brilliant, and she said just to cut the edges of the cake around it into little squares to be ready to be served, right? And just leave that happy birthday so-and-so part that was just a little square that wasn't damaged to give to the birthday girl.
That's
Problem
genius.
solver.
What a lesson learned, right?
And then in the process of cutting the edges off to serve, you get discard the part that was messed
That
up.
was messed up, exactly.
Yeah.
I would've
So
served that one too. Fuck it.
yeah,
It's cake.
it worked out. I mean, we had to be honest with them and go out and say what happened. And then her friend came up with that idea, and we were like, save the day.
Dang.
Save the
That's
day.
quick thinking, because I would have been like, fuck it. The cake is ruined. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
If I was-
Party's over.
Yeah, party's over. I hate my life. I'm never coming back to this place again.
Your
And then
birthday's canceled.
Yelp all about it. Okay. Have
Oh, yeah,
you-
I got yelped.
I was gonna say, have you gotten any bad Yelp
Yeah.
reviews? And what were? She's like, I only got bad. I don't know. I didn't know there was good.
I have
Yelp,
a couple.
Yelp
Isn't that
I
what
had
Yelp
some
is?
good
Yeah.
ones, but no. So this guy came in and he told the busser that he wanted a Corona with no lime. He said no fruit,
Who
and
the
so
fuck is this guy?
I was waiting on his table. So I came.
Keep going. I'm listening.
Do you want me to lick it?
Oh no,
Well-
no, don't lick that. Trust me. No.
Not that one.
No.
So I brought his.
bad.
She came and told me your table wants a beer with, but she didn't say no fruit. So I brought it out with the fruit in it, like a lime, and he just starts huffing and puffing, getting really pissed off that I did that. Well, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. I'll go get you a new one without it.
Was it in the top stuck
Yeah.
or like all the way through?
No, it was just
Was it-
like stuck wedged on the side.
Remove it.
Not a big deal.
Okay, yeah, no.
Well, his wife is like, knock it off. You're being a baby. And he's like, no, I said I didn't want this and blah, blah. I'm like, it's really okay. I'll go get another one. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
So she reaches over and takes the lime out and like slams it on the table and says, there, drink it. And like yelled at him.
Shoot.
And I'm like, this is awkward, but okay. And I just walked away like, I'm done. I'm out of this.
Yeah.
The guy was overreacting. He went on Yelp and put that
His wife's a
the
bitch.
waitress was rude, basically, and that I reached over with my hands and took the lime out of his beer.
He lied about it?
Yeah, so he said I did it.
That's like career ruining if you like
Yeah.
really wanted to have a job there and your boss saw that, you'd be like, what are you doing touching customers'
Yeah.
food for?
Yeah.
That could have got you fired.
So yeah, and I would never have done
No.
something like that.
well, yeah,
so,
it's etiquette, right, for
Right.
being a server.
so
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think I told her and John, the owner, and we were just like, okay,
Yeah.
don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
He
Yeah.
probably was understanding. My mom
Yeah.
has experienced a few fights there. Have you experienced any fights or watched any fights go down?
No,
Nothing.
You missed them all.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
Especially for how long I worked behind the bar, I never.
I know. Yeah.
That's crazy because I kind of experienced the fights whenever she got home. Like, and
Oh.
I didn't even work there. I'm just saying.
She's
You
good
missed out a lot.
storyteller. Yeah.
Someone-
It was one real fight, and the other couple were like, like a husband caught his wife out on a date with somebody else, and
That typically happens.
yeah, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
cool.
like vandalized the car, and choke the guy, and just little things like that.
The
But
wife did?
Choking.
no, the
the
husband.
husband.
I
Oh.
see, I see.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But what about that one with the Cowboys?
Yeah, that was the one fight that really was a big deal, and that was because some guys at the bar were being rude to the bartender. It was Casey, and they were being rude to her, and there was some regular customers inside the restaurant that we hung out with them all the
I
time.
remember this. I
Yeah,
heard
and
it, yeah.
they were not cool with these guys being rude to the bartender, and so they let them know that they weren't cool about it. And yeah, it turned into like knockdown, drag out fist fight where one guy picked up another guy and like broke the window out with his body. He
Holy
didn't put him through the
fuck.
window, but he definitely broke the window with his body.
Nice.
Yeah,
I would
and
have quit. I would have quit fighting. But yeah, I'm done. He definitely is stronger than me.
yeah. It was just crazy. But the cowboy, I think he was a rancher. I don't know if I'd really say cowboy, but he was so respectful in the end that he was like, put $250 on my credit card to pay for that window.
Wow.
Like, he wanted to make sure it was taken care of right then. And the owner, that was a good lesson for all of us, because the owner was just like, just call the cops, don't
Yeah.
get involved. Because our thought was to just be like, no, stop, like, be the voice of reason. But with grown men, once they see red, that's all they see is red. Yeah.
Yep, I've seen Red once or twice.
Yeah.
Brayden, have you ever seen Red or experienced a fight in a restaurant?
I don't know if I've experienced a fight in a restaurant.
Have you experienced a fight anywhere outside in public?
Besides the time you tried to fight Dimitri. You know, that one night.
That was not me trying to fight Dimitri.
I hope not.
No. No, I'm not a fighter.
No. You want to hear kind of a funny story? When I was like in 6th grade, we moved to Red Bluff, which is not a very pleasant.
Creepy people live there.
not
They
a
like
very
put them in
pleasant town.
boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
there.
What the
yeah.
fuck?
Right. And so.
Did you know this about your mom?
No,
Oh,
I didn't.
Yeah.
Me either. We're just learning.
Yeah.
Let's
Anyways, we get there the first night, and my dad's like, it's like dusk, and my dad's driving us through town to show us what a nice town it is. And we grew up in Quincy. Like, there was not a stoplight in town. There was no fast food, nothing, right?
There still isn't.
Right.
There still
there's
isn't.
There's one stoplight now.
My bad. They
Yeah.
upgraded.
Yeah, they upgraded. But so me and my brother are like, oh, big city lights, right? So we get to like the first stoplight, and this huge road rage incident breaks out right in front of us in the middle of the intersection, and these two guys just start beating the crap out of each other, and it was just surreal because my dad was driving us through town to show us what a nice town it was. And then that happened.
That would be super. I'd be like, oh, fuck. What are the chances?
Right.
What are the chances to go around them?
Yeah.
Shoot, that'd be. Yeah, I've never seen.
It was front row seats to that first road rage incident.
Did you watch
ever.
the whole thing?
I don't know. I feel like we saw enough of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to see.
I got a funny like 49er story that kind of is similar to
Do you like
where,
the 49ers?
Yeah, just a tad.
Huh. Go ahead.
So I've always told my kids like one way
tad.
to fight back with people is to say what they say about you like back to them. So if they're like you're stupid, just be like you're stupid. Like
That would make me even angrier.
yeah. Well, that's what That's how I roll.
So you're
that's
not
the
trying to
point.
resolve and like damp it down.
I
You're
think
trying
it's
to
kind of like
de-escalate
the
it?
shut them down.
She's throwing gas on
Yeah,
the
I,
Like,
thought,
you're
I, thought she,
ugly.
I thought she was saying like to reiterate what they're saying. So you think I'm stupid?
Yeah, exactly. And
That's
then
not,
they're-
yeah, that was not it.
No,
It
like-
was just turn their words right
Like
back
you're,
on
if
'em.
Brayden, if you told me I was ugly, I'd be like,
Let's
well, you're
try it.
also ugly,
Go ahead,
Brayden.
Brayden, and tell her she's ugly.
No, I'm not gonna say she's
Well,
ugly.
we just did it. That's
You're-
what I would say.
You're ugly.
You're also ugly.
Yep.
So see, you can't like really. What are you gonna do now? Throw another insult
can't,
at me? I'm
'cause-
gonna do it back.
Yeah, he's
So
gonna do back. Yeah.
It goes nowhere. So I've
Oh,
always
okay.
told them like,
Yeah,
just do
respect.
that, and then they're gonna be like, you're no fun to fight with, and then leave. So
Because like no
we-
reaction out
yeah.
of it.
So we're leaving the 49er game, and this girl, probably definitely from the other team, probably they lost. She's drunk, and we're walking by, and the kids are watching her argue with the police officer, and the police officer says, "Ma'am, you need to stop." And she's like being crazy, and he says, "Do you want to go to jail?" And she stops and she goes, "Do you want to go to jail?" And the kids all looked at me. They're like, "Oh, like that? Is that?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Is that the example?
"No, not to the cops.
Mom,
not,
she knows your trick.
not when you're drunk to the cops.
Do you know
no."
her?
Did you
Mom,
teach her
you
that?
taught her that too?
Yeah.
Is this your daughter?
Yeah.
Your long lost daughter?
Oh
Do
my God.
you want to go to jail?
Do you remember what the cop said back to that? I don't know what as a cop I'd be
I
like,
don't
no,
know,
keep
'cause-
walking. Get out
Because
of
they
here.
like all were looking at me like, "Is that an example?" No,
Kinda.
that's
It depends.
that's when it goes wrong.
Yeah. Depending.
Right.
Depending if you get a cool cop, he might be like, "Well, no, I don't. Keep walking. Bye." And you're just like scot free. That's all, I don't know. I don't know how I would do that. If someone said that to me as a cop, I'd be like, "What the fuck? The fuck?"
Yeah.
No. And did who did they play that? Do you remember? Can you remember back that far?
No,
No.
they were little.
Was
I
that
remember.
Candlestick?
Yeah.
Oh dang, way back in the day. I think last time I was at Candlestick, we were in the parking lot leaving, and a section of it caught on fire.
You know what? Actually, I don't think it was at Candlestick.
That might have been my dad. My dad's truck caught on fire at a candlestick game.
What?
what
No,
if
no,
you guys were there?
the actual stadium caught fire.
Oh,
It was like
It was
out
her.
these
It was her
vents.
dad's car. He drove it in there because they lost. I'll solve this problem, bastards.
There definitely was a fire. Do you remember that?
I don't know. Like I
Maybe
feel
it
like
didn't happen. Fuck.
no, I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't go to every single game that you guys went to either.
why were you guys going to go to so many Niner games if you weren't Niner fans?
No,
Oh,
we
I'm-
were Niner.
yeah.
We used to be. Let's not open that
Yeah.
door.
Who switches to go to the Raiders?
No, I just
No,
don't know.
we don't.
That was a joke. I don't
Yeah.
like any football
Oh.
anymore. I don't really care for
okay.
NFL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. What makes you go for the Niners? Like, okay, that's a question I never asked.
Okay.
You always ask what their favorite team, but you never
Yeah,
follow
totally
up.
fair.
Why
That's
are
a
they
good
your favorite
question.
team?
So when me and my brother were younger, our stepdad liked the Cowboys, and
Oh.
so I don't know 100% for sure if this is why my brother picked the Niners, to go against him, but I just went with my brother.
Okay.
And then it
that's
just kind
respectable.
of fed into the like, it's our stepdad. We have a little rivalry. And so we were always 49er fans. And then by chance, when I met my husband, he was also a 49er fan.
Oh,
Shout
good
out
thing.
Pablo.
Yeah.
Good thing, because
Good
that
thing.
that could have ruined the whole
What-
relationship.
What if he was any other team fan? Would you kind of be like, I don't know?
At the time, I was just like, I didn't understand as much about football, and I wasn't like a real fan. It was just like, that's who I picked.
Yeah. You just like the
But-
colors, pretty colors. That's how I pick usually.
I don't know. I just picked because my brother.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Well, I think you learned a lot when your kids got into the
Yeah.
golf junior
Oh, yeah, for sure.
program. Yeah.
Because we didn't know, I didn't know anything about it. And then our oldest son, he would come home and the coaches he was like the youngest on the team. So he wasn't necessarily getting the best explanation of offense and defense. And he's like 6 years old. So I went
he
and
started
bought,
young.
yeah.
Oh shit.
So I went and bought a book called Your First Football Experience or something like that. And it's like a little
What?
cartoon book.
No way.
And it explains to them offense and defense, and then it explains all the positions and all the yard
Wow.
lines and explains the whole thing. And I really kind of bought it for both of us so I could understand.
Yeah, you're reading with him, but taking notes
Yeah.
next to him.
We should find out what that book is. We could probably use that at in high school.
I
still.
agree.
Yeah.
Well, here's my thing. I couldn't tell you the lineman positions,
Yeah,
Right now?
still,
and I played.
can't.
Could not. Center.
Mm-hmm.
That's the snapper.
Yep.
That's
literally-
not the snapper, but
No, he's a
Isn't
center.
it in
What the fuck's a snapper?
snapper's like a
A
long snapper,
snapper.
or like so you have a position. I guess what would you call that?
in Pop Warner though?
A lot of times
isn't
it's
that
the center. A lot of
Center.
times it is, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes
Oh.
you have a snapper that's like on PAT and field goal, or a punter. You know, in a punt situation, you'd have a snapper that's a different person than
That is true.
the center. In the NFL, college, it's like a completely different position. Typically, your snapper's not your center at all.
Yep.
No.
But in like high school, because
High
there's
school
lack of
Pop
talent.
Warner,
Yeah,
you might see it.
Your center could I could long snap, and I never did anything like that. But it's just like it's not hard, you know.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Oh, it's hard when
It's
they're.
decently easy.
It's hard for some reason for like 6 to 10-year-olds. It's like mind-boggling.
I'm not 6
to
to
get the ball.
10-year-olds.
Yeah.
I might be the same
It's
height
like,
as a 6 to
how?
10-year-old, but I'm not the same age. Okay.
Well, when Aaron's
Just to
kids
clarify.
Yeah,
When-
just to let everybody know.
when Aaron's kids first started playing, she wrote on Facebook like the score, but she had it like backwards.
backwards?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Wait, what?
I texted her. She wrote like she was like giving game highlights on Facebook.
I was reading it from the
She was reading it
the
backwards.
scoreboard. So like there was like the home team and the guest.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking that's how they wrote it.
Yeah.
Was left to right because that's how you're looking at it.
Yeah.
So I texted her and I was like, "Hey, Aaron, just so you know, when you're talking about the score, this is how you write out." She was like, "Oh shit, thanks." You know?
I think Pablo was also like at the end he was like, "What are you doing?" Like, I obviously don't know. God damn, I'm trying to be a good mom over
I
here.
haven't finished that book yet. We're only on
Trying to brag
chapter
about
2.
my kids over here.
We just learned what a
Figure it out,
tight
guys.
end was.
Oh my God, that is
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
We do need that book. I'd like to get my hands
I'm
on
gonna
that book.
get you guys that book as a gift.
I'll store it up in here as a little freaking, and every podcast will be a different page, so people watching
It'll
and
be a
listening
learning
can learn.
channel. I like
Yeah,
it.
it'll be
Pictures
good.
and all. Pictures
I love
and all.
If the book doesn't have pictures,
No,
why
there's pictures. It's
why
good.
open it?
It's
Why
good.
open it?
It's like
Let's
an
be
old
honest.
vintagey type book.
I love that.
cute, yep.
I love that. Okay, next question. Okay. So kids, football. Pablo likes football as well. How was it meeting Pablo for your first time? Do you remember?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Well, so what like Pablo's not like super approachable, if you haven't noticed.
Well, no, because he's really cool with me. So
Yeah,
yeah.
he seems cool.
But he's
Braden, that's
he's
two.
not like gonna go like talk. He's not like the kind of person who
Yeah,
would
we
go out of
literally
his way
we
to talk
literally
to
had
people.
to sit. We didn't have to, but the first time I met him, we just happened to be sitting next to each
Yeah,
other. So I was like,
so it's
we're
kinda forced.
We're gonna talk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not like an extrovert in that way. Like,
Right.
hey,
Very
how's
true.
it going? Let me
Yeah.
talk to you. He's
Okay, very
very
true.
like, you have to start the conversation. So I knew him from high school. I was 17. He had already graduated. He was 19. But I knew him like throughout high school. But I never talked to him. He was kind of like a little thug life, you know. He swears that he wasn't, but to me he was.
I think he'd been on the podcast. He kind of was.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You were here.
He sagged his pants. Well, you guys keep talking about stuff and I don't know if I was drifting off talking to Crystal, or I don't remember those things.
We had a side conversation
Yeah.
going, making fun of everybody.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he walked into, I was working at Round Table, and he walked in, and I was talking to this girl that we went to school with, and
this-
I said,
In Galt?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
yeah. And I said, oh, who's that? He's cute.
What?
And she said, Pablo? And I'm like, yeah, is that his name? She's like, yeah. Do you want me to introduce you? And I was like,
No
yes.
shit. Good for her.
I was like,
Good for
hell
you.
yeah, let's go. So we walked over there. Yeah. And he was just kind of like, hey.
Hey,
And I felt
Erin.
kind of stupid.
Hey,
yeah.
can I get a medium?
Yeah.
And can you take a few steps back, please?
Yeah.
Thanks for the great service.
Yeah. It's an amazing service.
Yeah, we
Real
need
personal touch.
We need ranch.
And that was it for that. And then the next night, it was like Halloween, and
Oh.
he had his friend ask if I could go to a Halloween party with them. So he still wouldn't even ask
Hard.
me.
He's playing hard to get. That's,
Yeah.
He knows what he's
Oh,
doing.
it
Okay, but
worked.
did he tell you his side, how we met?
I don't think.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't
so.
forget this.
That's why
Well,
I was laughing.
by the time the podcast really started, last podcast, I was 5 years.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't forget if he told you because it's stupid.
Wait,
Well,
when
what's his
when he was
version?
at the party when he pooped
No.
himself? No.
That was early.
Party
That
poop
was
story too.
That was
I
part
didn't
of- that was
poop
part of
anything,
it.
But
No.
I do have something funny to say.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Okay. Good. Good.
His story on how we met was that we were both working at Round Table at the time, which we were. He had just transferred to another one at the time, but
Got
he
it.
says that we both were making pizzas on like two different sides of the counter, and that we reached in for the sausage, and our hands met.
Whose
at the-
sausage?
Sausage.
Our hands
sausage?
met at the sausage, and then we looked up and connected eyes.
Oh my
and he
gosh.
tells people like legit straight face.
Good for.
That's how we
That
met.
is so
and I'm
That's
like,
like a Bible parable.
yeah.
We met
Like-
at the sausage. You know what I mean?
like that did not happen.
Wink,
at all.
Oh my gosh. He needs to re-update that story and say we Lady and the Tramped it, but with sausage, and
Yeah.
not a noodle instead. You
Yeah.
know.
Aw.
He'll tell people like our hands touched like this at the sausage. I'm
my
like, you're
gosh.
making it so gross. That did not happen.
No, that's
ever.
so romantic. Are you kidding me?
lo-
Okay, how'd it
Sausage.
really go though?
Literally,
First day.
we went out.
The first round.
We went out. So I went out like on Halloween with them.
What were you? Do you remember?
I was like a cheerleader, like a dead cheerleader.
Oh my
or
god,
something.
you are so
Cute.
original and creative. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Cheers to that.
Thank you. But like our second date, we went out to one of his friends' house. Here's my poop story, guys.
On the second date, we were making pizzas next to each other, and we
And
touched
I-
the sausage.
And I
Poop
touched
myself.
his sausage.
Oh,
I meant my-
Whoa, Jesus.
Sorry, my daughter's
Holy
here.
crap.
Over here, Serena.
So the poop story, yeah. Sorry,
Okay,
Rena.
so-
Jesus.
He's like 19, and
Edit
so all
that
his
out.
friends are 19 and 20, and I'm like 17. I don't know these people. They all have graduated. Everybody's drinking, having a great old time, and I go outside to get something out of the car, and when I come back in, everybody's talking about it smells like dog shit, and everybody's
I
like,
hate
God,
that.
it smells like dog shit in here, and I'm like, yeah, it does. We're all like kind of like looking all over, but we're all pretty drunk, so we're not thinking of anything. So
don't tell me.
I go. I don't know if I saw something on my shoes or if I
my
figured it
God.
out when I went to the bathroom.
Oh my
But
God.
I had on like these white shoes,
No.
and I go into the bathroom, and
I hate shit.
I'm like, oh my God, it's like all smashed.
Oh God.
They're like those combat boots kind of shoes, and so it's all up in the shoe.
Erin
everywhere.
comes out.
Yeah.
She's like, somebody clogged the toilet with a shoe. Walks out. Walks out with one shoe on.
Oh my
Oh no, it gets worse. It gets worse. So I'm in there drunk, right? Probably also high, I would imagine. And I'm trying to clean the shoe off, and I got it on my sleeve.
No, God, the last thing. It's like that Dumb and Dumber.
So,
It's just
yes.
everywhere.
And I'm just like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening to me? And there's all these older people. I don't know. I am in
these
no
19-year-olds.
position to walk out. So I like pull my whole sleeve out, and I'm like washing it with soap and water.
With your
and-
other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I'm like,
Erin comes out with just her bra. I'm just like, it does smell like dog shit. Who was that?
By the way, the toilet's clogged with weird items
There's a boot in there.
and a sweatshirt. Weird. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pablo?
So I rolled up my sleeve. I folded it all up,
You washed it and then
And-
rolled it up.
And I rolled it all up, and then I was like, I'll make this one look the same. Nobody will know.
She put dog shit on that one. Washed it.
I went like this, and then went out. And the whole night, everybody's like, it still smells like dog shit. I was just like, I don't know.
Every time she
Erin's
walked
like,
by,
yeah,
there it is
Yeah, that
again.
fucking house like baked it into my clothes.
beats me. I don't know who did it.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So you
I
stepped
know.
in shit and tracked it through the house?
I don't know if it was in the house. It could have been. I'm telling you, we weren't like in the right
She's still
mindset to
not
check
claiming it. She's
anywhere.
like,
It could have been in the house.
Oh, or they thought someone smelled like dog shit and they couldn't pinpoint it.
No, because we were all like definitely
Or were
too
they being
intoxicated to do any kind of like FBI work.
Erin did like laps around the house to make sure every area smelled like shit. They're like,
She
I don't
got-
know where
I
it's
mean,
coming
She
from.
got
I walked
super-
by a
super
couple people and,
promiscuous, like, rubbed
wiped
them.
my sleeve
Hey,
on them
girl.
slightly.
Wiped your sleeve on them.
She was dragging her foot around on the carpet.
yeah.
I'll get them off my trail.
There's like a shit scrape on each step going up. Oh, like,
I
oh,
love shit stories.
I
They're so
hate-
funny. I know you do.
I hate shit the most, and I'm out of everyone I know, I step in shit the most, and I
why.
fucking hate it. I'm walking up to my parents' house on the little sidewalk porch area, and there's this like what looked like a melted Werther's candy. I was like, what? And I put my toe on it to see with my shoe, and I realized immediately it was shit. And I was like, no way, there's no way this is shit. Why would there be shit right
Why
in the
would there be
walkway?
a melted
Yeah.
Werther's
Oh yeah,
on
or
the
a melted.
walkway?
I don't know.
I feel like
I
shit
don't know.
makes more sense.
Marky's
Shit
like,
does make
I
more
always
sense.
step in shit, but I'm also
I step
testing
in-
everything that looks like shit with
Is
my
that
foot.
shit? What about that?
Is that shit? Is that shit? Well, I've done it so much I can tell immediately if it's shit. So I was like, no way. And I'm already having not the best day. I take my fucking shoe off and I did this. Oh, it's not shit. It's shit. It's fucking shit. This is
Number
shit.
2.
My shoe's still outside. This was 3 days ago because
Yeah.
I can't wash it.
Yeah,
I will throw up.
And
if it's-
then he left it on the sidewalk for me to clean up. He reminded me the next day, Mom, remember there's shit out there.
There's a
Yeah.
shit shoe outside.
No, I left the fucking shit on the sidewalk and reminded
sidewalk.
her the next morning. Careful,
Clean it up,
I don't
yeah.
want anybody to step in that or me. It smells like shit. Anyways, how did you clean that up? Because I don't know how you'd go about cleaning up fucking
A
melted
hose.
shit. She didn't use a hose though.
She probably licked it.
Jesus.
She just grabbed Erin's her
I used
sleeve,
a
her
pine
sweatshirt
cone.
sleeve. Oh my god,
Pine
dude.
saw.
I will throw.
Pine cone.
Dude, I
And
would.
then I threw it back in the basket up.
Wait,
Shut up! Did you really?
Somebody's gonna be like, are these? Are these? You know, they,
Is this winter asshole? Yes, I was like fucking. But
you know how they have
like,
those
they're
like
gonna
cinnamon cones?
Yeah.
It
Someone's like,
was. It
This
was a
is shit-
basket
shit-
of cinnamon
Wait.
cones.
You put it back in the basket? Oh my god,
That's a
that's why
trap.
it smells
That's a
like shit
trap.
up there.
oh
Yeah.
my god,
I didn't want to walk
dude.
through the house with it. So I just threw it back in the basket.
There's a shit pine cone in the yard, you guys.
I'm gonna go get rid of that for you.
yeah, dump all
Just
those.
throw the whole basket
Yeah, they're
away.
contaminated. It's January or it's February. Let
Fuck.
those go. They're covered in
Right,
shit.
Yeah.
Right.
If there's sketchy shit in the office now, I know who to ask.
Oh,
Erin and
for
Crystal.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shit. Literally, that is. So, I didn't know you did that. I just heard scraping. I don't know what she was using actually. I didn't care to
I
look
can't
because.
believe I'd have chucked that shit across the yard
Right.
to the into his yard.
Right.
Oh
Then his
no!
Here's your shit
Imagine.
pine cone.
Oh, look at this pine cone in my yard. I grab it and there's shit in my hands now. I would fucking lose. I would lose my mind if I got fucking blessed with this shit pine cone. What are the chances? Oh, I'd be so upset. I
Of
wouldn't
all the
touch.
things, like I know what I'll use. This pine cone.
Dude,
Did you feel any shame at all,
listen,
Crystal?
guys.
Because you should.
Wait, let's just put this on record. You all know I really have some lazy tendencies where I just don't want to deal with shit. I deal with a lot of stuff, but then other stuff comes up and I want someone else to do it for me, or I do it the easiest way possible. So it was easy.
Okay.
Quick fix.
So
Yeah,
I was.
Grizzly's like sleeping on the front porch. Come here.
I know. The cat.
Grizzly.
Pooped there anyway, so we
Grizzly's
cleaned
my
it up
cat.
Yeah.
My cat. Alright, Grizzly. Dude, well, I was
Come to
walking
mama.
away and I heard like really rough scraping, and I was like, I wonder what she's doing. And I was like, oh, she cleaned up the shit. That's obvious she was doing. Now I just picture with a handful of pine cone just,
That's what happened.
That's how she cleans your house too.
dude. My God, dude.
Shit pine cones.
Dude, we filmed a video for real estate, and she was like, I gotta clean my desk, and she literally did this into her hands and into the closet. She's like, I feel like a teenager as she's closing the door.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
what the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
And she came in and talked shit on me the other day in the office. She's like, look at this mess.
Somebody
It's a mess
clean this up.
everywhere.
Yeah. We need to get a closet.
You need a closet for that mess.
Yeah.
I've literally been stressing out trying to get it clean over there.
Yeah, you don't
And now I'm
just get
taking
a
it all
filing
back.
cabinet.
Oh my gosh. Well, Ashley made fun of me a couple weeks ago because I want to drink tea. So I bought a Keurig to get hot water. She was like, "You're too lazy to boil water. Like you don't have time. You can't even boil your own water. You have to buy a Keurig for hot water." I was like, "Yeah, it's brilliant, right?" Yeah.
Genius. Work smarter, not harder, Ashley.
Right?
Dude, Ashley's boiling water in her house and carrying it in her car all the way to the office. Like this is my tea.
Exactly.
This
How are
is
you
my
going to
tea.
boil
Yeah.
that water to get it there?
Wait. Do you have a kitchen at the office? Is there a kitchen?
It's
There
clear
is?
across the. I would like to lodge a complaint. It's way too far for me to get coffee for my people. It's like a very long walk. And then I get stressed out because Crystal gets mad if people walk around clunking high heels really loud.
Great.
So I get very stressed out if she's there and I have to walk like on my tippy toes
Yeah.
all the way out
That's why
there to
it
get.
takes so long. She's like one step
I'm
at a
starting
time,
to learn.
trying to clank across.
It's not that far. So it takes forever.
Yeah.
You cause me a lot of stress,
Dude,
Crystal.
me and Maisie were talking about personalities today, and I really am like a Sour Patch Kid. I'm like the nicest person in the world, but then like a little bitch on the other hand.
There's no in
You know,
between
You're
either.
like
There's
the,
really
like
no
the
in
good
between.
strawberry one.
Yeah.
It's really good, but
There's no like, oh, mom's buttons are getting pushed. It's like, oh, all the buttons are pushed at once.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately.
that's why we're friends. That's how I go too.
Dude, fuck. Oh my god. Dude, that pinecone story is awesome.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a plumber come over to the house with a snake. The toilet's clogged. Pulls out a fucking pine cone out of the drain pipe. What the fuck is this?
I'm not sure.
Well,
how
I
pine
tried
cone got in your
earlier. I tried earlier, and I used that's the pine cone. That's why it's there. Speaking of all that fucking laziness, are you guys being lazy with the home remodel, or is that why Pablo's not here because he's diligently working after he worked all day?
So we went to a funeral service today. Well, you guys were there.
Yes.
And he stayed. He's still there, hanging out with everybody. So.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had told him like, just don't get drunk because I don't want you shitting yourself. And
We know your history, Pablo.
I have a podcast to do, and I'm not picking you up. So
Oh my god.
he said, I'm on my way home. And then I was like waiting to say bye before I left. And then I like checked his location and he was still there. So I
Well,
just left.
take a pine cone with you if you need one when you
Yeah.
get find
I'm gonna throw
You
it
can
right
clean
out.
them up with it.
Yeah, you can
Scrape them all up.
Scrape
Cut that
up.
shit right
Yeah.
up.
This will be the last time you do this shit.
Yeah. So he texted and said, I'm staying longer with a couple guys. Don't worry, I'm not drinking. I was like,
Oh, okay, respect.
I'll have fun.
How is the home renovation remodel coming?
We got the baseboards in yesterday. I was in trouble the whole entire time because I was telling you today.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be a good helper.
Last thing
She has
anybody
the same
wants.
problem I do. I just want to help.
And so I like follow him around like a little kid trying to be a good. I just want his approval.
Yeah.
He will not give it to me. I am not even kidding you. Like we'll do a whole project. I'm like, so did I do good? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, God, I
I
just
don't know,
want.
but I have to go redo that over there. She's like, that's what I worked on.
Yeah. And I like try really hard. So I'm like following him around with a broom trying to move shit. And he's like, you're just making it worse. And so that was last night. Like,
well, it looks really good. He's
Yeah,
doing
it's
a
coming
great
along.
job.
He is.
And you're doing a great job letting him do a great job.
thank you.
Respect.
Takes a
I'll
lot.
give you credit for that.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing necessarily? You're turning a wall into
So
a
we had-
different wall?
We had two like kind of long living rooms when you walk in, separated by a fireplace.
That's right.
And I don't like the two living rooms. It's like, especially with the kids getting older, I just wanted more like one large dining room
Yeah.
and one big living room. So we turned the front living room into like the big living room and we installed a fireplace. We closed up a door, relocated a door,
Damn.
and then took out
Holy
carpet,
shit.
put
pretty
in the
big.
floors. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. I
Where's-
mean,
where's you guys' house like generally? Like, is it in town here or is it out in?
it's in Galt.
Okay.
Yeah, like west side.
Okay. Cool.
Holy
Side.
shit.
I walk
Was-
out of my house and say that a lot.
Throw
Really?
up the
I
sign.
do.
Do you throw up the signs?
Oh,
With her
yeah.
pink nails, she's doing like the blood emblem.
Yeah.
Fuck. And her pine cone, just in case.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Just follow him around and hand him beers. That's what I do to Marcos. That's how we've worked it
Well,
out.
he
No,
was
she
so
doesn't.
mad last
I
night.
do. That's the only thing he allows me to do is bring him a
Bring
beer.
him a beer.
That's it.
I was following him around last night because he was like huffing and puffing because he couldn't get the angles right on the
Floorboard?
The floorboard. Yeah.
Baseboards?
The
Baseboards.
baseboards.
Yeah.
What's a
And-
floorboard?
Floorboard's
So-
like it's like a yeah. So there's like a subfloor probably you would call a floorboard like what's underneath. Like if you have hardwood, there, if it's a raised foundation where it's not on a slab, then there's like slatted boards that are like 2x6s that run along the floor, and that would be considered like a floorboard probably.
Got it.
The
So
floorboard's
baseboard.
actually in
So
your
he was
car.
doing-
Just saying.
Baseboard's
Yeah.
on the wall.
Got it.
He was doing the baseboards. He
At the
couldn't get
base.
the corners.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he was getting pissed off about it.
Yeah, it's gotta
so
be
I was
frustrating.
like, I'm gonna give him like some CBD to chill
Oh.
out.
Without him knowing? Or with
No.
him knowing?
Well, I was like, I walked in there and I was like trying to figure out the right moment to be like, hey, go ahead and take this because you're being a dick. But he was just like so annoyed that I was even in his presence. I could feel it. And so I was just like hiding it in my pocket. And then I
Melting
just
in
like
your hand?
set it on the counter and then I left. And
Aw.
I'm pretty sure he never took it.
Yeah, he probably. Wait,
He just
where-
needed to chill out.
well, I mean, that's super. Have you ever tried cutting angles to something?
No.
Me
I would
either,
cut
but
my
I can
finger off.
assume it would be very.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not it's not
Mhm.
easy.
Fuck. No, I can't do that. I'm not smart when it comes to
Well,
like that stuff.
And when the people who moved in, they turned the front room into, so it was supposed to be just a den, but they turned it into a bedroom. So they put a
What?
they put a
I converted
closet
it, put a closet in.
Yeah. So they put a closet in, they put doors up. Well, the closet they built on top of the carpet,
Shut up.
and so where the baseboard is, they ran the closet up to the, so they didn't even remove the baseboard. I think this one. Oh, they didn't even remove the baseboard. They just built right up to it. So when we're trying to take the baseboards out, I'm like, this one's stuck. I can't figure it out. And then we look in the closet. I'm like, oh my god, they
Just
built
ran
it straight through that
What?
and on top of. So the closet's built and it's built on
It's like
top of carpet.
it's like sandwiching
Yeah.
the baseboard to the wall.
Yeah.
So if you're like trying to rip, it's gonna literally snap in half.
Yeah.
Because it's a one piece of wood running through the back of the closet.
so he had to
What
just
the
cut it
fuck?
and leave it in there.
Wow.
And then so there's like him working around all those stupid things. I'm sure pissed him
that's
off.
fun.
After working all day
He
After
likes to go to
working-
work and then come home and work though.
and then
don't
focus
you know?
on more work. Dude,
When-
no, can't do that. What?
When we first moved into here to this house, the people who lived here before had a bed with a big baseboard, and they painted the wall around the
Oh,
baseboard.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when we got here, there was like a completely different color, like the shape of their baseboard where the paint was, and then the rest of the
So,
wall was another color.
It's not hard to move the bed just forward.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh, so
right?
it was around the headboard.
Oh yeah,
The
what did I
headboard,
say?
the headboard, yeah.
The
These are
headboard.
baseboard,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, the
Gotcha.
headboard. Yeah, it was painted around the headboard of the bed.
Yeah, they're
That-
like looking at each other
Excuse me.
like, do you think anybody will know? No, babe, it's gonna be fine. We're never gonna move this bed.
Totally right.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, that's how I paint. If there's like a picture up, I'm like, we're
paint
probably
around
not going to
it.
move that. I'll
Oh
just
my
paint around it.
god.
She's taping around the
Oh, I
taping
get in
around the
trouble.
picture.
That's more work to
I get
do
in
that.
so much trouble, guys. All I do is get in trouble. That's how I live my life at my house is getting in trouble. He gets
Trouble
so
again.
annoyed. Yeah, everything.
That's what it is having a wife, though, right? You gotta
I
be
think
the
so.
you gotta be the opposite. You gotta be the chaos to his non-chaos.
Yeah. So like I have
Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah.
I would
like
agree.
if I'm opening like a cereal bag or a box or something, like I will put in like half effort to open it correctly the first time, and then if it doesn't, I'm just gonna rip it open.
She has,
so,
a-
like,
she,
you have to.
bag
she has
of
the same
chips
thing that we
ripped
have
all the way.
going on.
And he's always like, "What is wrong with you?"
Her heart's in the right place. She's
Yeah.
trying. Yeah.
It's like the bag's like knifed long ways. Just
Oh yeah.
ripped it open. It's
Raina
like,
was
It's
watching
like on
me.
his back.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
eating like that.
Raina was watching me the other day open up all these like big boxes, and like I have the knife pointed towards me. It slips out,
Yeah.
stab me in the finger.
I did that the other day with the drill bit.
There. Oh, did you?
Into my hand, hard, really hard. It bled. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you cut tomatoes and avocados in your
Oh,
hand too?
God.
Oh yeah, I cut everything.
Dude, my mom grabs the biggest knife for the tomato. She's like talking and slicing in her hand. I'm like,
She's crazy.
what? And it's not like it's not sharpened. It's like just chopped through. She's like sliding it. She
I've
It's
never
like a
cut the
samurai.
palm of my hand,
Dude,
so far so
fuck.
good.
I
That
do
is-
though. That's the stupid thing. Like I always hurt myself doing this stuff, and then I just go and I keep doing it.
I have
There's
a
something
question.
wrong with me.
I have a question for the women in the room, starting with Ashley. Okay, ready? Ashley,
Yeah.
are you messy in your room?
I was just in her room the other day. That sounds
If
weird, but I
no,
was.
not the other day. If I went into your room
So
right
as
now,
a
would it be messy?
single person, no. But now that I'm in a relationship and I got all his shit in there too, I notice I'm a little bit lazier about it because I'm like more stubborn. Like
It's all his
your
fault.
shit's on the ground, my shit's gonna be on the ground.
Okay.
I get a little
But it was
stubborn
still
about it.
clean.
Okay.
I was Like when mine's dirty, it's dirty.
Because I can't operate in, like, when my house is chaotic. So I really try to keep my house clean.
So it is messy.
Well, Ashley's the type where if she don't want to clean that shit up, she'll just pay somebody to do it.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah.
Every 2 weeks, and I'm thinking about doing it weekly.
She's the type to throw the kid out with the bathtub, right? Or bath water with the bathtub. What is
Baby
it?
out with the bathwater.
Baby bath. Yeah.
Baby
What is
bath
it?
in it. Baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah, throw the baby out the bathwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raina, are you messy?
She's on the phone.
Oh, she is? She is
her
messy?
art name
Got it.
is literally Messy Rain Art.
That is true,
That's
huh?
why,
She's
yeah.
dude, okay. I was in the gym at like 7:45, and she was also in the gym, and she had paint on her skin still
Mm-hmm.
from the live she did painting at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was like, "What are you doing, dude?" She's like, "Oh, I went and did something else after I did that video." And I was like, "You didn't wash it off?" She's like, "Yeah." And there's still like green in her sideburn like area, like right here by her jaw. I was like, "What the fuck?" Is your room messy right now?
Huh?
Is your room messy right now?
There might be work clothes on the floor.
It's clean right now.
Yeah, it's clean right now though.
I drop
Is it-
stuff off in there.
Is it
It's clean.
usually messy?
It actually hasn't been really since I moved out to the garage, and there's more.
I'm gonna take that as she's lying, and it is messy.
It
How
can
about
get
you,
really
Mark?
bad.
My room's
It
clean.
can, depending on what kind of art I'm doing. Like if
Okay.
I'm doing acrylic, you're gonna see stuff everywhere. It's unnecessary.
That's okay. Art messy is like a different messy from like clothes everywhere and fucking old cereal bowls and cups and okay.
I
Here's
don't eat in my room at all anymore. So you should
She's
know.
getting better.
okay.
I will say she's getting
She's
better.
working on it.
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
I think she had too much going on. When she has too much going on, like too much work, too much art, I notice her room's dirtier.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when
Good thing we have
yeah.
a mom that'll take care of that for you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You start paying your brothers to clean up your mess. I would do that. Mom, are you messy
Andre,
right now?
I was when I was younger, but
Okay.
not now.
No, she's the exact same. She even told
is
my
not-
dad, "This is what you're getting into. I hope you know." And she stayed the
Oh.
same ever since.
No, here's the deal. Because we've been together since high school, right? So, he came over to the bedroom, and there was just a trail, like, in between my whole mess from the door to the bed. He didn't care.
She created a walkway. She scooted everything over to
like
the
this.
sides.
Yep. And
Like how she cleaned off her desk that
Yeah,
day.
just like how she cleaned off her desk.
So, anyways, now.
He was
when-
probably like, well, at least we know where her priorities are. I can still get to the bed.
Get to the bed.
Oh my God,
That's why I
Brayden.
like
She was
you.
in there with like a machete
Yeah.
chopping through like the jungle to get to the
Well,
bed. Sorry,
I
Mark.
had no idea this was going to turn into a lifetime at that point, right? So, anyways, now when something comes up where it seems like I'm being a little messy, I'm like, I was not false advertisement. You knew from day one.
That is
You
true.
know. You
Hey,
knew
you're
what
real
you were
about
getting
it.
into.
You're real about it.
Yeah.
Respect. Aaron, are you messy?
No. Like
Is
right
she?
now, I'm having a hard
Oh my
time.
god.
No, I'm very like,
No, she flipped out on us the other day.
yeah,
'cause
I'm
it was-
because of the construction. There's like shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I told Ashley, I was like, I'm losing my mind. Can't come to work tomorrow because I have to. It was like so bad. I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Really?
In my house, yeah. Because
Oh.
I like everything clean. I feel
Or
like,
you like order?
yes, there has
Okay.
to be order. There has to be a place for stuff. And I've been like that since I was younger. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just how you
Yeah.
work. That's
My
how my dad
room
is.
Is the only thing that's ever dirty. But every other part of the house is
Well-
always clean. But I'm like tired by the time I'm done doing all that. And I'm like, meh.
Yeah. There's a difference between dirty and messy. I feel like messy is like clothes. Some things are
Yeah.
disorganized, but then there's dirty like smelly clothes, like bad,
Yeah.
foul, like gym clothes you haven't washed, you keep wearing, cereal bowls, plates of
Yeah.
food, like actual trash. Like that's dirty.
Yeah,
Stains on
no.
the carpet.
That's not good.
Yeah, stains on the carpet, dog
Right.
shit everywhere. Dude, speaking of,
iPhones.
did I tell you, a long story short, real quick, side note, Brayden rang the doorbell and my dog stink peed out of her butt glands on the couch.
Girl dogs.
Girl
It's a
dog.
girl
Girl
dog
dog.
defense mechanism.
It was horrendous
What did you do, Brayden?
with a capital W.
Oh,
She
like
shot off
this?
her butt gland.
She shot off her butt
You made
glands,
his
Brayden.
dog
Right.
shoot his butt gland.
Can we start calling him butt glands, Brayden?
Yeah, I like it.
See if it
Wait.
sticks.
Let's talk
It will.
about
See if it stinks.
what,
See if it
what did
stinks.
Marky do?
Threw up?
Calls his,
No.
calls his mom
I
to
threw
come
up
over and
twice
clean
in
it
my
up.
mouth. Then I fucking choked it down like a man, called my mom. I wiped
Right.
the tears before she got there, and I said, Mom, I can't do anything about this. And I was pissed.
On the couch?
Dude, it's a leather couch. It's not that big, but
Oh,
I,
that'll wipe
I,
off.
I
Yeah.
did a whole like snifferoo to make sure everything was taken care of. My mom was a champ. She just took the the lemon pledge wipes and cleaned it all up, the Lysol, everything. But it was
That'd
I
be
have a
funny.
question for
That'd
you.
been funny if she-
fucking horrendous.
That'd been funny if she just walked in with the pine cone, just like set it in the room. Like, we can fix it. She just sits it in there, like,
Special pine cone.
yeah. I know what we'll do. We'll mask this smell with this smell. Just put the paper plate down and the pine cone on it.
Oh my god.
Okay, wait, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Because you have a bearded dragon in your house. How much do you love the smell of that shit?
Well, here's the thing. Maisie's so good at the upkeep of her reptiles that I never
They never
smell.
really smell.
I
Oh.
never smell their shits.
She does
but
really
I
good at
have
that.
smelled their shits before, and it smells like shit.
Like it
It
came
smells
out
like
of a-
Disgusting.
It smells like it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And it's like a warm scent. It's like you can feel the humidity.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh gosh.
You can feel the humidity in the air every time you breathe in.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck is that? And I didn't know what it was when it was in my room at one point, and I was like, what the fuck?
Dragon.
And then I
Very sour.
sniffed the cage. Yeah, sour, humidity, shit smell. I smelled the cage and I was like, what? And it was like, dude, the length of the lizard compared to the length of the shit was like almost half the lizard's body, tail and all, which was a fucking. That thing had to have shit and dragged its ass across
they
the
do.
dirt to get it all out. I was like,
Oh god.
it was
Yeah,
like
that's-
fucking Play-Doh
that
out of
com-
an extractor.
That combination's probably like the worst place to take a dump in a house. Like, it's a small rainforest in a box.
Yeah. yeah. Oh,
Take a
God.
dump in there. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
humidity level in that aquarium's got to just be like on another one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
dude, fuck. No, I'm not a big fan. Maisie has really good upkeep, but
She
Yeah.
is good.
I walked by the snake cage the other day. I said, "What the fuck is that smell?" The snake didn't eat the rat, and the rat started
those are
decomposing.
gross.
And I was like,
Ugh.
"Oh my gosh!" So she fucking picked up with her bare hands, took it to the sink, rinsed it off, and then threw it away in the trash.
it.
I was like, "Dude, I can't believe you're doing that." 'cause
Maisie
that's
is a
horrible.
reptile savage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She held her scorpion today, barehanded,
And you could see the poison in the tail.
in the tail.
Mhm.
Because
The
the whole
stinger.
entire, the I don't know what kind of scorpion it is, but it's all jet black, and the stinger is yellow, like bright yellow, and it fucking is very intimidating. She was just
Yeah.
like holding it in her hand, like what the fuck, dude? What
Ugh.
the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of many things, but that I wouldn't do. Just because why I don't want to go through the extra pain on accident.
Right.
Like
No.
you move funny and it fucking, they're so quick too, dude. Fuck.
Whenever she gets bit or something, she wears it like a badge of honor. Like it doesn't. It's just, you know what I mean. Like something she's
We were
part of her
podcasting.
life.
She came in, opened the door, was like, I got bit by a snake today, and showed us all the bruises and then teeth marks. I was like, what the fuck? After the podcast, I was like, how big was it? She's like, like a beer can, like thickness. And I was like, what the fuck, dude?
But then she goes, but I bonked its little head putting it back, so it was just a reaction. You know, I was like,
Dude.
oh my
And
goodness.
to not
Bumped
drop
his
the
head.
snake, to not freak out with the snake attached to you, because you could hurt it, you know? I don't know how she doesn't do that. She said it bit her, she let it go, and then it kind of like did whatever, and then it pulled its own self off and like went back into the cage, and
Yeah.
she just
yeah,
let it go.
like it recognized
Yeah.
she's not something that
She's
it
tough.
could eat.
She's a tough chick.
Dude, I don't know if I can get bit by a snake and handle my shit. Okay, we're at 47 minutes. I have one last and final question for you. Okay, how many kids do you have?
3.
3. Okay, out of all 3 kids, and you have to be honest with this, okay?
Okay.
Out of all 3 of them, who's your favorite?
Oh God, I know the answer.
I thought you were going like marry one, kill one. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Like, you'd have to be a mom to understand. Like, you can't pick.
Okay, how about this? Okay, out of all 3 of your kids, name one favorite attribute they have or characteristic.
Oh, okay. So I actually
Okay.
have a
She
thing
could do
about
this.
each of my kids. Like, I connect differently with them
Yeah,
on different levels. So, like,
Raina.
Raina is like where I connect with her is like happiness and like having fun and like joy. Like, she brings joy to,
Good
like,
for you.
that's our relationship. Andre,
She's like, when it
Is-
comes to her name, though, I'm totally bad at that. Who are you? Just call her.
yeah. Andre is like the brains. Like, if I need to have a really deep conversation, I'm going to him.
Yeah.
I need like thoughts bounced off of him. I need input.
Is he quieter?
Yeah, kind of.
No. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a lot like you, actually.
Oh, he's super tall.
Yes.
Good for him. Anyways, what are you, Ashley?
then-
What are you laughing at? That's fucked up, dude.
He hit his head a minute ago because he's so tall.
Yeah, on the fucking light thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then
So he's smart.
Carlo, yeah.
Or
So
brains.
Andre's like where I
Yeah.
go there. Carlo is where I go if I like need like comfort. Like I need to just like Like I say, I hook up like with his heart, where
Yeah.
Andre, it's like the brains.
Yeah.
For him, it's like the heart. Because
Yeah.
he's very like intuitive with me. So
Oh, if
yeah,
you were to
each
describe,
one is like something different.
if you could describe them in one word, what would it be?
All three of them
Yep.
collectively.
No, individually.
Annoying. What?
Raina, collectively annoying.
It's like mistake.
Yeah, mistake. Oh, I have so many jokes I want to make right now. I'm not gonna. Oh my god.
I don't
Anyways.
have to cut to an hour. We can go longer.
No, we're at 49 minutes. Okay,
Oh.
keep going. So wait, describe Raina in one word.
Extra.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, Andre.
And not in a bad way, like good
Yeah,
stuff.
no, yeah, extra.
Andre, intense.
Okay, and then Carlo.
Carlo, gosh,
He's just so sweet.
he's well, it'd be like two words, like an old soul. That's
Okay,
my.
we can hyphen those.
Can you?
I'll make
Okay,
it one.
good.
Parentheses, and then now for a bonus, just Pablo.
Oh.
It's like, can I say a sentence?
I don't really know. I don't think I could sum him up in one word. Like,
Really?
yeah, like. I feel like the word that comes to mind, which makes him sound so bad, but is like difficult.
Oh no.
But
That's
not
reasonable.
in like, not like he would say I'm the difficult one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I don't think like in a bad way. It's just like, I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Mom, describe Dad in one word.
And mellow.
Very.
He's super
Yeah.
mellow.
Extremely.
Like, yeah, nothing bothers him, nothing phases him. He's not super excited ever to really do anything.
He's just super chill.
he's just so happy to just be home and
Yeah, I
Except
feel like
for-
the house could be on fire and he'd be like, Chrissy,
yeah.
Let's
look
go.
at there's the walls on fire
Yeah,
over there.
we gotta go right now.
He bases his actions on my reaction to things. So if I jump up and I'm in a panic because I heard something, then he'll move. But if like don't show that kind of like, oh my gosh, something's going on, he could smell fire and he would just he would, like pick a movie from the 80s.
Yeah, seriously.
yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, my dad's definitely. I've only seen him excited like every now and then, and it's when he's about to go live on YouTube or he gets a new toy,
Oh yeah.
a new Transformers. When he's like giddy.
Yeah, he gets
to
juice
put
when
his
he's
little
on like the
glass
podcast.
Yeah.
He's all like,
Yeah, he is, dude. He's funny, and sometimes you can make him laugh pretty hard. Like I seen him
Yeah.
a few videos,
yeah.
and they're funny as fuck, and he loves them.
Yeah, that's another one though funny too because you and him both like make me laugh till I cry.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
we're pretty
that's-
fucking funny. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, and Marky talks a lot of crap to his dad, which have y'all seen his dad? Like, I feel like I don't know if I'd be talking any crap to him, but Marky does not care.
I remember way back when he didn't have a hearing aid, so he couldn't hear anybody. So if you could talk like this, and he could be 10 feet away, not hear you.
Right.
So me and my mom would give him shit, and then be funny, and he'd be like, "You guys talking shit," and then we'd make fun of him.
Uh-huh.
Then he got his hearing aid, and now we had to fucking text about it because he'll hear
Yeah.
anything we say from any
I
room.
can hear you guys talking
I'm like,
shit now.
How the fuck?
Yeah.
he's probably
How the
like,
fuck do you hear me?
Yeah.
if they like sync up, does he like leave one in the room and then like walk and go like
He
do the
can no.
dishes?
Yeah,
he
he
has
can.
one.
Like,
Yeah.
He has one.
Oh.
He can leave his phone in the room though and hear everything going on.
Yeah.
And he can.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
a headphone at that
like
point.
spying.
Like motherfucker.
Yeah, he
So
doesn't do anything
Every
like
time,
that. but-
no, he doesn't. But every time I see his phone myself, I'm like, "You fucking motherfucker!" Like, it's just can you hear me? Yeah,
I know what you're doing.
I don't. You're in the bathroom right now.
You know, I would give Pablo funny too. He's funny as shit.
he is pretty funny. I
And
was
like,
dying last
I feel
podcast.
bad saying difficult, but like, he's probably difficult because I'm difficult. So like, we're always.
So it's your fault.
Oh, probably everything
So
is my fault.
Your
Like,
description is your fault.
yes.
Can you please?
I can't
every
not
day,
do
Can
it.
you do this,
No.
please? Try your hardest.
not
Not to
gonna
suck.
happen.
That'd be great. Thank you. Okay, I guess one more last question because
Mm-hmm.
we got fucking 7 minutes. What is an important life lesson you've learned? Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. What is an important lesson you've learned in life?
Same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I
We're rewording the same
Yeah.
sentence here.
I'm dyslexic.
If you don't
Understood it
want to
better
if you don't
now.
want to
Extra
answer that, how about you answer this?
Have you learned any life lessons? I think like a big life lesson I've learned is like I don't know, I guess today, like when we were at the service, was that I spent a lot of time really like not enjoying a lot of things in life. And mostly like me and Pablo were talking about it today. We had kids. Like I had 3 kids by the time I was 24 or 25 years old. I had 3
Oh
kids.
my god, I'm 25.
Yeah. So imagine you have a 5 and a 3 and a newborn right now. So
What the fuck? No way.
And we didn't like start out like with good careers.
Yeah.
Like we started out super poor. We lived in the worst, dumpiest houses, and we didn't have any kind of support. So nobody was like, here's money on your wedding. Here's nothing. It was just like, bye, you're on your own. So we were starting very much like from the bottom with nothing. So not really living, like going out experiencing things. We didn't have an option.
like surviving.
Right.
Yeah, we were surviving
Wow.
for years. I mean, many, many, many years. And so, like today at the service, looking at everything they were doing, like that Larry had done through his life and everything he's enjoyed and
He did a
Everything.
lot.
Yeah.
He did a
He
lot.
literally did everything.
Yeah.
I saw everything in that picture. I was like,
was
what
cool.
all those
Yeah.
pictures.
And I was like Pablo has more experience than me because he's had his job and they've taken him a lot of places and
Yeah.
he always takes advantage. Like he loves doing that. But I've always just been more like, I can't do those things because we can't afford it. I have to take care of the kids. So I kind of like put it out of my brain that I could do that. And now they're older. Now we're both working. So now we can like afford things. And so we're doing the
Yep.
remodel. And I told him today, like my life lesson that I just took today was that like we have to live more. Now we
Yep.
can and we have to because I want to like experience some things. And I'm not a big like, well, I was when I was younger. Like I've gone paragliding or whatever they call it.
Parasailing?
Parasailing in Mexico. And I've been on cruises and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But once we had the kids, it was like nothing. So I don't
Thanks,
have
Raina.
yeah.
Fuck, dude.
So I don't have like a desire to go do a bunch of crazy stuff. I'm not like that, but
Yeah.
just to go out more and like enjoy people and
Well, I invited her to the crab feed we went to a couple weeks ago, and her answer was yes, because in 2022 is the year
Yeah.
of doing shit. I'm
Yep.
doing shit this year.
Yeah.
That's-
yeah.
She was even going to build up a tolerance to drinking more.
Yeah, I was gonna try drinking more.
She's living on the edge now.
We're-
Watch out, people. Watch
We're in
out, world.
February and
I love that.
I don't know that I've
Like
drank.
goal setting in like December for the new year. I'm gonna try to get drunk more. I'm gonna start
goal
training, and they're like, "You're gonna go to the gym." She's like, "No."
No.
I'll be
Start
drinking.
pulling
I'm
off
gonna-
the bottle once a week.
I'm gonna fitness these beers in his mouth
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
here.
now
Curl them to my
that's
face.
a New Year's resolution you could probably keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm trying. I'm not succeeding at all. But
No, I haven't seen you drink once, and I've hung out
actually,
with you multiple
Pablo
times.
bought a whiskey the other day that's like a cider whiskey.
Oh, whiskey.
And I took a little drink of it and I about died.
Yeah. Oh,
it was
yeah.
so bad.
You're doing it wrong. Michelob Ultra. You start out there. Kill
Wow.
a 6-pack of those and tell me where you're at in
I
about an
can't
hour.
because I have a fake gluten allergy. According to your mom.
Oh.
Fuck, that's right. You do. You do. You fake can't.
Just
have
I
any
just
beer
want
'cause of-
everybody in the world to know that secretly I hope your mom one day shits her pants.
She thinks I
Because-
have it coming.
She has been making fun of me for so many years that I
For
can't eat
making up
gluten
this-
because it's fake. It's a fake allergy.
fake
And
allergy.
I've been also telling her that I hope she shits herself one
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Wait.
Indeed.
And I hope it's next
Due to
to
gluten.
Marky.
Yeah, and I hope
No.
there's a pie.
Hell no.
Yeah, and that there's a pie cone nearby.
For easy cleanup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
God, dude. No, I hope none of that happens. I hope none of that. I don't have to experience that. I hope in my life. Yeah, gluten. Good for you, gluten.
It's like when
Yeah.
you get
Well, here-
get so old that you're like have to like wipe your parents' butt, right? Like
Oh,
this whole
yeah.
thing. Marky's like, "Sorry, you're gonna die."
I
Sorry,
know.
Mom. You're gonna
He's like,
sit. You're gonna sit in that, and you're gonna enjoy it
Yeah,
until
who's
Dad
going to
gets
take
home.
care of your mom one day when she's
He's
old and she
gonna
needs
put
her
me in a
diapers
home.
changed?
No, hell, don't say that. No.
Motivation. You
Are
should
you
go
going to take
tell.
care of her?
I'm making so much money. I'll hire someone that's really with the times and take care of
That's
her.
what you should
Oh,
tell
okay.
people when
That's
you're
fair.
like,
At home,
so
though, at home.
do you need to buy a house because I have this problem and it's a long way out, but I'm gonna need a lot of money to do.
Yeah.
So my mom at some point is gonna stop being able to take care of herself.
Yeah.
and I'm
Right.
not gonna wipe her
Planning
ass.
ahead.
I have this thing. I don't want to call
She
it.
would plan ahead for that.
Yeah.
I would.
It's like 100 grand by the time I'm 50.
I
Can
don't
you
want
help
to
me?
call this problem a burden, but let's be honest. She
I don't-
shits herself. It's pretty burdensome to me. I just kidding, Mom. I'll take care. It's
Makes me
different.
gag.
It's like everyone says, like, oh, like, what are you gonna do when you have to change diapers? Like, and I was like, fuck all that. My wife's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. The kid's gonna sit in the shitty diaper until wife gets home, or however it goes,
grandma.
or
Oh
grandma.
God.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's different when it's your case. And no, shit is shit. I don't care who you are. If it's my
Would you
shit,
want
your
like
shit,
shit
someone-
on your balls all day? Like, that's what would happen.
Well,
What are you talking about? No.
For a baby.
He doesn't know
That's
what's
what
happening.
happens.
He doesn't know
Shit
that.
smears everywhere. It's all up on their
No,
balls
but he doesn't have the brain
gonna
big
sit
enough
in it?
to
Let him sit in
comprehend
it?
that.
until it's a rash and he's crying.
He just has to find the perfect wife because Marcos changed a handful of diapers. I mean,
That's being generous.
barely, and it was like in an emergency situation because that wasn't his thing either, and that that was how our relationship was with the kids. Where I took care of the kids and he worked until they got just old enough for me to go to work and they were potty trained.
I was potty trained at 11 months. I was walking at 9.
He was walking at
Get it
9. I don't know if he was potty trained by 11 months though.
11 and a half.
She's gonna yell across to the neighbor, and she's gonna be, Mom, Marky the Fifth crapped himself.
I
She's
know.
gonna,
Hand
she's
him
gonna
over
come
the
up.
fence.
She's
Gonna
gonna
walk
come
him over
over.
like this.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, Mark, we're out of pine cones. What are we gonna do?
Mark, out of fucking pine cones. Your kid shits all the time.
The cinnamon scent is out.
Speaking of shitting a lot, that means you have to eat a lot. And I ate so much in the last 8 days and went to the gym 5 times. I gained 7 pounds. How
Right.
sick is that?
Why?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm
Is there,
eating
are you
30
doing this on purpose for
Yes.
something?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to 175. I'm 157 right now.
Why?
Just saying. Because I want to be bulky.
Are you training for something? Like
To
ninja
look
stuff?
good
Life.
naked.
Do you
I'm trying to
guys-
look with my
Oh.
clothes off.
Do y'all know who? I don't know. You're all young, but a lot younger than me. The British Bulldogs were
Oh, the wrestlers.
the wrestlers. Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
I
like
know
I
that.
know
five.
who Hulk Hogan is.
Well, no, the British Bulldogs were only like 5'6". They were like 5'5", 5'6", and they were ripped. So that's what I always say about Marky.
You're going
Just
to
a
be a
side
British
note.
bulldog.
I'm going to be, a British bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're out here.
Exciting. What do you do in jujitsu? Jujitsu
Oh my
stuff?
god! Let me just tell you, I started up jiu-jitsu yesterday, and I rolled with one woman, then a dude, then the woman again, and they both fucked me up, and I'm
Nice.
so sore. It feels like I got in a car accident in my collarbone and my neck. But yeah, we roll. Raiden's gonna start next Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Check
It's
it
a
out.
lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's the hardest workout you could possibly do,
Yeah.
in my opinion, because I mean we roll for 6 minutes straight, which is like
Yeah.
wrestling, but you roll for 6 minutes, 45-second break, roll for 6 minutes. You do that for an hour, and it's absolute killer.
Dude,
it's
that's
killer.
gotta be exhausting.
But it's so fun.
Tell Aaron real quick about how Maisie rocked your world.
Oh, dude. So I got tapped once by the guy. He got me an arm bar or like a triangle choke and arm bar, whatever. The girls don't tap me though. I roll around with them, but it's like weird to roll with a girl or a woman because it's like you can't grab the chest, but you could because like jiu-jitsu, everyone's on the same page. It's nothing sexual, but I just don't.
Yeah.
And then like with guys, you can grab anywhere and flip and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Especially between the legs, you like grab like behind the knee and you grab their neck. You can like roll them around. Well, with the girl, you can't really do that either. But you could because it's jiu-jitsu, but you can't because it's like
Yeah.
weird, you know. So like roll, and then like I try my hardest not to use my full strength because I don't want to hurt someone on accident, like a woman, you know. What was I getting at?
Maisie.
Oh yeah,
Maisie.
okay. So I was rolling with Maisie. Maisie came in one time for a Saturday, and I was teaching her. All I wanted her to do in jiu-jitsu was to learn how to defend herself and get away. Create a space to get away from whoever, the attacker is, whether it took her to the ground or tried grabbing her from behind or from the side or from the front. So we did a bunch of scenario drills, and I wanted her to just create space. So by the time the guy realized, like, what the fuck just happened, she's already in a full sprint, 20 feet away. I said, because no matter what, if you stay close quarters, the guy's going to overpower you. And once he throws a few punches, you're going to be done for, even if you're throwing punches back. Anyway, we rolled. About 2 hours into it, she got the hang of everything, and she got used to the one skill we practiced, which was like a takedown to a choke. If I was going like 70%, genuinely, she took me down, started to get me to choke. The coach stopped rolling. The guy who owns the place at Strive, shout out Coach Manny, he stopped rolling and watched Maisie and was giving her tips. And I knew what tips he was giving her, so I was trying to fight him. But Maisie was so quick and so good at listening. She used those tips to her advantage. She got up out of my hold, and then she rolled me over. And as I was rolling up to my elbows and knees, she pulled me down, got me to choke, and then took my back, which is where I'm on my back, but she's underneath me. She has her legs wrapped around my waist with her legs, like her feet locked into X. And she had the tightest choke on me. And it wasn't like I had any time to pull her arms apart. Her bicep and her arm is like a knife. Slipped underneath
So
my chin.
little.
And immediately created so much pressure that it was like stars in tunnel. Just like everything just
Nice.
started sucking
Damn,
into like my
Maisie.
vision. I was like, what the fuck? And I panicked. And the only thing I could think to do was tap. So I tapped, and I tapped in front of Coach, the guy who was wrestling, 2 other people, and the coach's wife. And they all were watching.
Got tapped out by his little
It
sister.
was so good and so impressive that the next jiu-jitsu practice I had was on a Tuesday. So it's the Saturday to a Tuesday. my coach came up to me and asked, "What's your sister's name again?" And then we talked about her, and he's like, Maisie. He's like, I won't forget that name. Is she going to come in anymore? I was like, depending on work, she might be able to, but she might not be able to. We'll see. He says, okay. Huh. All right. And you could tell he was thinking, like, how he could use her to be on his team.
The first time I ever saw Marky with a black eye, it was because of her, too. Because he
Yeah,
was messing
dude.
with her, and her
She
little
fucking
fist
punched me in the face.
fit right in his eye
Oh.
socket.
Yeah. Dude, hard.
Nice.
And I had to tell people, they're like, what happened? How'd you get a shiner? I was like, my fucking 6-year-old sister punched me in the face really hard. Like, hard. It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt
Like he had a black eye.
It hurt my eyeball.
Like looking at her, I don't even know why you'd be like this. I'm gonna take her on.
No, I know.
She just looks like she's not big, but she looks like
She's strong and quick.
She
She's
can
very
play.
strong and very quick. And her trying to like choke her out like in a rear naked choke, you can't. It's weird. My muscles don't allow me to get like that cinch on her jugular.
Do you feel better now, like that you've seen her in action? That you're like, okay, she's pretty
Yeah.
safe out there.
Yeah, she's very athletic, and I think if it came down to it, her instincts would take over, and she would just get someone, just push them off and be gone. And she's very fast too.
Yeah.
I think we need a class with Marky.
Oh, I would die.
I don't think I know how to defend myself.
No.
For being honest.
Dude, it's very
No
hard.
way.
I'll tell you what. But we're at 1 minute 5 seconds and 5 minutes, 1 hour 5 minutes 33 seconds. Do you have any closing statements, Braden?
No closing statements. Just thanks for being on.
Thank you guys.
Mom?
Learned a lot.
Oh, for Erin, I think, okay, just so everybody knows, Erin worked for me at Habanero Hots, and now she is our executive assistant of the Ashley Purdell Group.
Yes.
So her whole job is to make me and Ashley and Marky look good, and let me tell you, she's really good at her job. Yeah.
I love it.
She's
Yeah.
making us look good all the
You
time.
post on my mom's Instagram, I'm like, this is for sure, Aaron. It did not take
My mom
long.
did not do this.
It did not take long for me to catch on. My mom came and take a picture of me and Braden cheersing pizza without looking like I fucking. Anyways.
Yeah.
Dude.
But I just wanted to say that. And Erin was such a great employee way back when, and such a good friend, that when the opportunity came up for her to come work for us, like, I was all over that. I was like, Ashley, please interview her, you know.
And you know what? I was just telling Raina the other day about how important it is to, when you go to work, to, no matter what, no matter where you work, like say you're working somewhere, it's a terrible job, you don't like it, to still do your best, have your best attitude. Because what if I was like, bartending's hard, like it's really hard.
Yeah.
And what if I was just kind of being an ass that day? And what if I was just, Crystal walked up to me and she was going to tell me, hey, like we might need somebody. And then but she came up to me and said, hey, how's it going? And I was like, I fucking hate this. And I'm just so sick of it. She might have kind of looked at me and been like, ooh,
This bitch.
I don't
What
know.
if you dropped a cake
I don't
and then
know
they
if
put
I
it back?
want to do this now.
Yeah.
And so I was telling her, like, it's so important no matter what you do to make the best of it. Because I think this last time when I went back to Habas, it was the hardest time because it was coming back after COVID. I've never experienced anything like that. The amount of how busy we were every night was
Damn.
like the busiest night I've ever had before, and it was every single night. So it was hard on everybody.
Yeah.
It was exhausting. It was mentally, physically, everything exhausting. And mentally, that's the hardest I've ever worked to overcome something,
Yep.
to work through that. So I learned a lot, and I was just telling her that. Like, the
Yeah.
day you came in, I'm so glad that I pushed through and had a good attitude, because you could have very well, if I walked up to somebody and
Yeah.
was like, hey, I'm thinking of you for a position, and they were just like
Hella
acting
shitty
some
right
type
before.
of way, I'd probably pull back and be like,
never
something's
mind.
going on. Maybe it's not the right time for her.
Yep.
I'm not
Wow.
putting her out there.
No,
you know.
it was all, everything, the timing of everything was perfect. Like,
Yeah.
it was meant to be for her to come and work
yeah,
for us.
for sure.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I love that. Yeah, you guys got to keep a good attitude no matter what, because you don't know who's watching.
No.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
You don't know who's watching.
Yeah.
And perception is key.
Yeah.
Big time. You could
Yeah.
you could have been fined 4 days out of the week, and my mom could have came in on your worst day, and you could have just been like, "Fuck this! This is the fourth or fifth day
Yeah.
having a shit attitude." And she'd been like, "Yeah." So I
Well,
see where
and
it's coming
also,
from.
like, I worked with her for so many years, and I must have done good enough for
be her
her
co-boss?
to be
As
her
co-
boss. I
as
was
her
her
co-boss.
boss.
Yeah.
She just didn't know it.
But for her to think of me, you know what I
True.
mean? And to put herself like, hey, this might be a good fit.
Yeah.
And so I definitely learned a lot.
That
by
is so cool.
Because when I met Crystal, there was I could have never known that she would recommend me for something else that would end up being something I really love and I'm really good at.
Yeah.
I could have never known that. What if I was a shit employee? It would have never been here.
True, and you are really good at it. Did you see the little thing you made for me for my emails that go out with American Eagle on it? Perfect. It's
Your
perfect.
signature
I love
line.
that. My signature
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that's called. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's your signature line?
It's
got an
me
eagle.
and an American Eagle.
Can
It's
you email
fucking
Braden
sick.
later?
Yeah, I'll show you.
send me
I
that.
have all the
It's
pictures
pretty
saved.
good.
It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking badass because I really bitched about, yo, can you put like an American Eagle somewhere?
I gave him
please?
like 8 options.
Yeah, and they're all sick. It was so hard to choose, and I was like, this one though.
Yeah.
It's sick. You'll
It
see.
spoke to you.
Ashley, would you like to have a closing statement? Or closing
let's
thoughts?
hear it. I thought it was awesome.
She said, I thought it was awesome.
I feel like we laughed a lot
She
tonight.
said,
Yeah,
"Nightmares."
yeah. I peed a little. Not gonna lie, I changed my underwear. I'm really not kidding.
Good.
No, I got nothing.
Nope, I got nothing. I would say thank you for being on. Definitely a lot of fun. What else? Yeah, you're really cool inside and out of
Yeah.
the
Thank
podcast
you.
studio. I would say I could. Yeah, I feel like we could all hang out
Yeah.
anywhere.
I think
It's fun. Yeah.
the really the final words would be to surround yourself with like-minded people.
Yeah.
Because that really
Yes.
makes your day better every day.
Like your life, everything. It carries over into everything.
Yeah.
Could you
But
imagine-
also, like, it doesn't just come. Like, I always tell the kids, like, I didn't turn 18 I didn't even turn into my 30s being like, this is where I was meant to be. It took a really long time of not giving up to get there, to find those people, to find the crew, too.
Shoot, I'm gonna be 30 in 5 years.
You're old.
I know, Brandon's already 30. Fuck, man.
No, I'm not. I'm 32. Back up.
Wow.
He's been 30. He's been
I'm gonna
30
be
for 2 years.
39 this year.
What?
That's weird.
Oh my god.
See, that's the weird thing too, because like me and Braden are hella good friends. There's a age gap and a generation gap, but for whatever reason, because we're like-minded people,
Yeah.
are good friends. And then he became friends with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
And now it's becoming friends with Aaron, and him and Ashley have been buddies for a long time. You know,
Hey.
When I first
They're the
met
same
you,
age, right?
Braden,
And
I
Raina's
was
still
like,
trying to
I'm
work
gonna make
in.
him my friend. I was, yeah. I was like, I don't know
Mission
if he talks a lot,
accomplished.
but he will be my friend.
Oh, he talks.
Braden talks just
He
enough.
talks a-
yeah.
a
Now
lot.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
He talks
we're
to me.
cool.
It's a good time. All right.
I
Well,
took a
fuck.
crystal every day.
Yeah.
Pretty
yeah,
close.
Shit. Just
Yeah.
You
out.
still got me on the quick hang up. I meant to send you the other day, like, I got you on that, but I sent you got me on that.
Yeah.
on the
I did.
hang-up.
Because I did
No,
get.
you did. No, you
I
didn't.
said I hang with my bitches.
No,
Hung
you
up on
told
Braden.
you hella didn't.
I hella got you.
No.
Guess where he learned that from?
You're the queen of that.
Exactly.
No, my dad.
Yeah.
Hanging
Yeah.
up on people.
I hang
Yeah,
up on my
no.
bitches
My
and
dad
you hang
says
up
that.
really
He'd be
quick.
He's like, Mark. I'm like, yeah. He's like, hang up my bitches, and he hangs up, and I'm like, damn.
He'll like
dude.
call him back just to say it and hang up on him.
Yeah.
He
He
Mark,
good.
what?
He
Hang up
thinks
on my
he's
bitches.
so funny.
He
All right,
is
we're at
funny.
1 minute 12. Damn it! 1 hour 12 minutes and 3, 4, 5, 6
Nice.
seconds. All right.
Thank you for
All
having
right,
me.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
so
feel
much for
special
coming
that
out.
you didn't just only interview my husband, but also me.
Of course, I
I
see
feel
who.
like he.
We're gonna see what video gets more views, and we can really see who's the better one.
You know everything. He is my number one competition.
Oh, well, let's see who wins this. Do you want to put money on it? Against him?
I'll share it from Ashley's
Hap-
account.
He's
Oh,
in
that's
trouble.
fucked, that's fucked.
He's
I
in
will-
trouble
done.
now.
I will also share his from Ash's account.
Oh.
Her passwords can't be hard. It's like 49ers for life or 49er fan LOL till I
I
die.
have a whole spreadsheet for the numbers of passwords, and I still get
49ers 209.
I still get text. What's my password for this?
So when you need Ashley's
Yeah.
password, the response is, try this. Oh, how about that? Okay, try
try
that
Try this
one.
with a capital.
Yeah.
The other
Put
day she asked
exclamation
me, and
mark.
I was like, I can't figure it out. And then she goes, ha ha, it's auto saved on my end. Good thing.
idea what it is.
We still don't know, but she
Yeah.
got in.
That's all that matters. Brayden, what's
Yeah.
your favorite password to use? just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't answer that.
I got a couple.
Okay.
I do have one that I use, and I just increased the number. It's like Summit funding a number, and then
2022.
yeah, it's like a number, and then when they're like, it's expired, I'm like, how about this with just one digit up? So I'm constantly
Got
having to
him.
like creep it. Yeah.
He's at Summit
I think I was
Funding
in the-
1075.
No, I think I was in the 20s when I started. Now it's like in the 40s.
Damn.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. No, the password is penis.
Yeah.
Password's always penis. All right, I'm out of here. Bye,
All
guys.
right.
Password is always
That was so good. You're natural.
Body, I'm an icon, man. And my girl about a 10. I should fuck her in the Benz.